Oh, finals. While most were stressed out over exams, Jack was not. At least not today on this sunny Wednesday morning. While everyone around him was running to get to their classes, Jack had other things planned. But today was his birthday, his first away from home. Dread sat in the pit of his stomach, for he had not made any friends to celebrate with.
Wait, Dread? Why Dread? Shouldn't he be excited?
Why would he be excited? He's alone for the first time on his birthday. Would you be excited? No, you'd be sad.
I mean, I think he's probably the type of guy who's content on being alone. Maybe enjoys a nice change of pace.
When has a nice change of pace ever been a good writing strategy?
Okay, fine.
Dread sat in the pit of his stomach, for he had not made any friends to celebrate with. You see, Jack is a rather reserved fellow, who spends most of his time with a nose buried in a book. As a treat, he decides to buy a new book for himself, the only gift he'll be receiving today. Naturally, he finds himself in the self-help section. There, he searches for anything that might assist him in socializing better. After going through the shelf, he lands on a book titled Self-Help for Dummies, the perfect book for a day like today. Exiting the store, Jack stops to stare at the book, thinking about the fact that the cashier might have thought he was pathetic for needing such a thing in the first place. Still, he carried on his way, pulling out a paper with a list of items he needed. His next stop was the supermarket, where he would buy the rest of his birthday supplies. Shoving the list back into his pocket, he began his journey. While walking down the street, Jack stopped to notice a flyer.
No, a flyer
hits Jack in the face. A frat party is happening tonight. The thought of going to a party on his birthday was the last thing he wanted.
I think you should go to a party.
That's totally out of character for him. Jack would literally never.
That's the whole point. We need character development. No one cares or wants to read a story about a depressed college student who doesn't go to parties.
This isn't some cheesy story with a perfect ending, okay? He's not going to the party.
The thought of going to a party on his birthday was the last thing he wanted. He shrugs off the flyer and tosses it to the side.
Are you saying Jack is illiterate?
He shrugs it off and shoves the flyer into his pocket. He is environmentally conscious after all. After gathering all his supplies for a perfect birthday, Jack enters his dorm room. He looks around the empty room, wondering where his roommate might be at this time. Not here, celebrating his birthday with him. He was still alone. After placing his bag of items on his desk, he grabs the list once more and looks at it. Now complete, he can properly celebrate his birthday. A melancholic feeling swept over the room as he pulled everything from his bag. First his book, then a slice of cake, candles, and lastly, a small hat that barely fits on his head.
Okay, hold on. We're almost at the end of the story and there's been no conflict?
Why do we even need conflict?
I just don't understand why you ask me for help if you don't listen to any of my advice.
Well, maybe if any of your ideas were good, I would take them.
Well, you clearly don't know what good is. Your so-called story isn't even a story. It doesn't have a writing act.